Hey guys, Marsenged here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we have the release finally of the Movie Bosses Red Zone 2. I guess it's called Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition 2, and we have the first two stages, which is versus General TAO, and then we have the versus Dr. WHEELO stage as well. So we're going to jump in and do both of those here in the one video. I don't expect these stages to be super difficult. There's not any missions for specific categories or anything like that at the moment. There is just the missions to beat the stage once. I believe the ticket banner's not actually out yet. It'll be released later as the rest of the stages come out, but you do get some tickets for a banner as well. So we're just going to jump in and do them in order. I probably won't do like multiple videos on these stages, like testing out teams and stuff, because these stages aren't going to be particularly difficult. So I probably will just, rather than do separate videos, I'm going to end up doing the Heroes team, and we'll just go ahead and do these two stages with the Heroes team. So I'm not expecting it to take tons of attempts or anything like that. But we're going to jump in and see how we get on. So we're just going to start with General TAO. I haven't looked at any of the event information beforehand or anything like that. So even though of course it is available because it's already out on JP, I don't know the typings, how many phases, anything like that. But as always, when we get these newer Red Zone stages, remember this came out before the anniversary on JP. I mean, it's coming out before the anniversary now, but before the Golden Week and all that stuff. So I wouldn't expect these stages to be anywhere on the level of things like Kid Buu and stuff like that, right? So I do want you to start getting a little bit of build up straight away. So even though you can't get a super, I'm going to go ahead and put Janemba in slot 1. Unfortunately, physical Rose in slot 3, which is always the worst case scenario for him, because it means he only gets to be on rotation once before he then transforms into full power. So he obviously gets less stacks overall. But there we go, we get Janemba, a bit of build up here. TAO can stun you with his super attack, okay. So good thing really that he didn't stun or didn't super straight away in slot 1. And then yeah, Vegito obviously able to do some decent damage. It's going to take some getting used to with this new cut-in thing. Because like it comes up and I'm like, damn, he's only doing an additional normal. But then it's like, there's the super attack animation. Although there, he did only do an additional normal. So it's definitely going to take some getting used to. I do like the new UI, like when you load into the first phase of the boss and it shows you like the symbols for the boss abilities. But there's the example there, right? You see the cut in and then we get the actual super attack animation rather than it just being an additional normal. But yeah, so we want to keep, probably keep Vegito here. So we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, we'll get all these STR orbs connected up here as well. Give Fu that bit of support, and I mean, it doesn't matter about the dodge chance, right? He's not getting hit anyway. So Dark Mask King gets a ton of build up here, got a lot of support, so should be giving us a nice heal. Yeah, back to full HP. Tank the rest for double digit damage, and then Vegito, if he crits, Vegito probably finishes him off here. I wonder if TAO's got to be more than one phase, right? I mean, I don't know, unless he becomes Cyborg TAO, maybe. It'd be kind of disappointing if it was like one phase, but like I say, I don't know. I did not check beforehand. I mean, you're gonna transform anyway. Although I suppose ideally we would want you to get some stacks. This is where we're going to find out that it is literally just one phase, and there's no point in me putting him in slot 1 regardless. I won't use the active skill yet, just in case. But yeah, Rose, of course, ideally wants the super attack first, but if this is more than one phase, if we don't let Rose super attack on this turn, then it means he'll be transforming with 0 stacks. So, and of course he gets supered, but post-super he doesn't take a lot of damage from that. Janemba up to 5.1. He shares a couple of links with Rose. And then we take him out here. And that is it. So, okay, so TAO is just one phase. So he's STR, he can stun you with his super attack, but realistically not really much of a challenge there. So I can't see people really struggling with this phase. It is only one stage as well, so you could bring a nuking item as your one item, and then you know, like the nuke strategy for Kid Buu, where you're using like, you know, Super Saiyan 3 AGL Super Easy A Goku. You use the Chilai item, get him a bunch of AGL orbs, and then he's going to be doing an insane amount of damage to this General TAO. So don't see him being a particularly tough stage, but there you go. So steamroll that bad boy, Heroes W. beat stage 1 of the Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition 2 once. We get our 5 stones and 7 tickets. And then let's jump in against Dr. WHEELO. Now, I know this one does have multiple phases, and I know he does an AoE in the final phase, but we do get a chance to have some build-up and stuff by then, so hopefully we should be okay. Let's bring the friend Vegito that is more geared towards attack, and then we will jump in and see how we get on. So we've got Rose on the first turn this time, so that's good. We can start getting some buffs here, which means I can float him off if I want to, but I probably don't because I have, oh god, yeah, because I've got to see the status effects for all these guys, of course. So let's get rid of you, so there's no chance whatsoever that Fu takes a beating here. So if I do this and then do this, then obviously that allows Fu to get all of these, which gives a little bit of a buff to Rose as well. So we take those, and then let's see. I mean, I'm not worried about Vegito Blue, right? Vegito Blue, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito here. Yeah, slot 1, turn 1, doesn't even need the physical Vegito, and he's taking double-digit damage from these guys. Not surprising, really. I mean, if we get a whole bunch of additional supers, I wouldn't be surprised if he clears these guys out fairly quickly. Although, of course, we targeted the tech one to help protect Fu, which means if he doesn't crit, he's not doing a lot of damage. But he takes out the tech guy with a crit. Additional normal on the... I forget the net, because the scientist is not Dr. WHEELO. Someone was telling me in the comments when I was talking about this Red Zone stage coming out. I can't even remember the last time I watched Strongest on Earth. So I completely forgot his name. I thought the old man scientist was just Dr. WHEELO, but Dr. WHEELO is the brain in the robot, right? So let me double check this guy, because we can bring up his status thing on the next turn, because I've completely forgotten what his actual name is. It will tell me on here, right? No, it doesn't. Alright, well, never mind. I do want some build-up for Janemba, but really he should be on the other rotation. Actually, no, let's get him some build-up now while we can. We can have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito floating, because he's going to be on like every rotation anyway. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then we will grab this for you. Alright, so... see how we get on here in terms of the damage. Right, so... alright, Janemba gets the additional super as well. Alright, takes him out. Nice! Alright, triple super turn for Janemba. He does need to attack multiple times in order to get built up, so that's definitely very good for him. And then, unfortunately though, he didn't get a lot of crits or anything, but Limit Breaker Vegito should take you out. Additional will take out you. If he gets another additional, it'll be against the STR one. So this is where we can sort of rip out a ton of damage. We only got a normal though, sadly. But I think that's probably enough. See what Super Saiyan 4 Vegito does here. If he gets an additional super... again, it just keeps throwing me off so much. I see that cut in and it's like, damn, he's only doing an additional normal. But he did do an additional super, and then we got you back here. So I need you to super in order to get the stacks. So we'll let you go first. We'll float off Super Saiyan 4, Limit Breaker here. It's not usually something you would do, considering he's probably the best unit on the team, but we do want to get as many stacks for physical Rose as we can here. So get the extra super for you. There's the additional super again. I literally just said it and I still can't get used to it. It's just, when you've been playing the game for so long, it's like you only see that cut in when you're getting an additional normal up until this update. So your brain is just conditioned, like you see it and it's like, damn, I'm only getting an additional normal. And then the super attack animation kicks in, so... Alright, so we get these guys out of the way. Then we have mind-controlled Piccolo as our boss here, okay. Now, I do want to float this guy off so we don't end up with double Vegito turns. So Fu with Big Bad Bosses on the rotation. Janemba will look pretty good on this turn as well. Yeah, he's already over 1 million defense. And then once we get the orbs for you, then, yeah, Janemba looking nice and spicy here. We can't get a super for Vegito, though. Oof. Do I want to use the active skill? Probably not yet. I want to save it for if he's doing AoEs in the last phase. I should probably make sure I've got the active skill so that he's getting his post-super defense buff before he gets hit by an AoE. 8.8 for Janemba is pretty decent. And then we get the additional as well, 9.2. Not bad. Yeah, him having big bad bosses is not something we regularly get when we run him on the Heroes team builds, because I'm not always running units like Fu that are actually giving him big bad bosses. Meki Cabra's Easy A this year should hopefully be really, really good for the Heroes units that have big bad bosses. And just in general, he's really good. Pre-Easy A, I think he was super underrated. He stayed relevant for quite a while. He's on Tech LR Zamasu's 200% leader skill. So, yeah, see, Vegito taking 47k, even with type disadvantage, basically nothing. So, we're going to heal all of that back from the Rose transformation anyway. So, we go ahead and do this, I guess. Gives you a decent few links active. You're going to get hit, get some stacks of your attack, and then I guess we'll just grab those. I mean, this will be a strong turn for Rose. He got a few stacks in base, got a couple of links active here, the bit of support from physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, so we should be looking good. Dark Mask King, reasonable damage, has type advantage as well, so chipping away a little bit. And then Super Saiyan 3 Rose, yeah, 11 million for his first super here. So he should be able to do a decent spot of damage here. Only the additional normal and then the super from the hidden potential. We take those. So 11.5. We get a crit on this one? Well, no crit, sadly. So I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegito probably doesn't finish him off here. Unless he gets an additional super. But come on. Yes, my boy, let's go. He might need to crit though. But he got that additional super. He didn't need to crit. Let's go. Alright, so this will be the final phase. He is AoEing straight away, which is awkward for Fu, but I suppose what we really want to do here is... You're not getting any extra links from Fu, are you? Oh yeah, you get Fierce Battle. So we'll go ahead and do this. Pop the active skill for Vegito. Do a decent bit of damage. We probably win next turn. I probably do want to make sure I have big bad bosses active here. So if I do this, I can then get the STR orbs. It's only 4 of 1 typing though, so that means he's only going to have 40% chance to dodge. I actually don't know how much damage he would take from the AoE after this, but we'll see how we go. Janemba should be fine, because Janemba still has his guard as well as his build-up. It is only an additional... Oh, it's only an AoE normal as well. For some reason, I thought it was an AoE super. So Fu, considering that pre-super, Fu's defense isn't really that good anyway, he only took 200k. So I say only because, like, you know, AoE in Zamasu, for example, if Fu doesn't dodge his super, his AoE normal, he takes way more damage than that. So, and then Fu did just dodge the super attack, so I guess we'll take that. They were gunning for Fu on this turn, eh? The AoE hit him for 200k. The super would have killed him, but we did get the dodge. So I think... How much HP does this guy actually have? How much damage have we done so far? Because next turn we're going to have Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito with his active skill on rotation with physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So probably just GG on the next turn. Oh no, wait, we floated physical Vegito, didn't we? Well, that's alright. You can do that. Get your buff. And then, yeah, Rose potentially gets the kill. I suppose it actually just depends how many additionals, or if any, he decides to get. But then if for some reason Rose doesn't finish the job here, then Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito will be able to do so. So, yeah, eat those for breakfast. Vegito gets the dodge anyway. And then, of course, Dark Mask King would heal us back to full HP with this super, regardless of whether he crits or not. And then, yeah, we should be all good to finish off the turn. So still at 9.4 without support here for Rose. We get an additional normal and 2 additional normals, sadly, of course. RNG always likes to screw over my boy. I keep saying it, but when that anniversary content comes, when we have the Goku enemies and the Super Saiyan Blue enemies, Rose's going to be feasting when he gets all of those extra attacks and extra build-up and everything. But there you go. So, WHEELO and General TAO, or General TAO? TAO Pai Pai? It's not Cyborg TAO yet. TAO and WHEELO taken out with the Heroes team. Nothing too difficult. I wouldn't expect many of you guys to struggle with these. As long as you have a decently well put together 200% lead team, even 170 teams will be fine, to be fair, especially if you can run a 200% leader. So I won't expect a lot of you guys to struggle with these stages, but let me know how you did get on and what teams you decided to use. You know, we always have to get new content beaten with the Heroes team if we can, so I figured we might as well just get that done straight away for the new Red Zone stages, considering they were not particularly challenging. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Which team did you use? I'm looking forward to, we're getting Broly and Bio Broly at the next 2 stages. Then there's Harudagon, which is quite a fun one. He always supers early, like in the final phase, he always supers fairly early in the turn, but you can't really do damage to him until he supers, so it's kind of a fun little fight. But yeah, let me know what you guys think for the start of the Movie Bosses Red Zone 2. Who did you use? How did you get on? All your thoughts in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.